What's good, people? This is a quick one. Well, hopefully a quick one. I've said that a few times and it's not went that way, so we'll see how long this goes on for. But a quick one on how I would make 10k per month, exactly how I would make 10k per month if I had to restart today. You know, no knowledge, no funds. This is exactly how I would get from 0 to 10k per month if I had to restart fully. If I lost everything, here's exactly how I would start from scratch, step by step. I've been writing this, a few ideas all today and yesterday. So I'm going to go through how to define the game plan, nail your offer, your actual USP, your unique selling point, build social proof and fast, your outreach strategy, obviously the lifeblood of the business, and then finally deliver results and scale and get to that 10k. So let's go down. And obviously this method, the way I'm going to show you how to do this, is exactly how I helped Ollie go from 0 to 2.5k in 7 days, Marcus hit 3k in 30 days, and Harry signed another client whilst laid in bed. And these are just members of the Logic community. I don't offer any sort of high ticket mentorship at the moment. So these are people that I've helped with only limited amount of time, really. So it's definitely possible to get there and pretty quick as well. And again, these are people that I've not really kind of invested into and had too much time with. I basically just gave them my plug and play resources, told them how to kind of execute, how to do it A to Z, and they've just kind of followed the steps and done it. So let's just jump straight in. Firstly, we've got to define the game plan. How do you do that? You need to first identify the skill. So what are you actually going to do? Obviously for me, that will be growth operating. So focus on one monetizable skill. Growth operating might be dropshipping, might be Amazon FBA. I mean, I don't really recommend them ones, but it might be. It might be copywriting, it could be anything. But why have I chose growth operating? It's because it's high ticket and it's evergreen. You're helping creators scale info products. It's not going to die out. There's always new creators. There's literally millions of creators, and there's also millions of info products. And even if creators already have info products, usually there's a lot of improvement to be made. So this is never going to die out. It's a massive sort of blue ocean. It's evergreen, and you're always going to be able to do something for someone. So it's a great skill to have. But once you've chosen a skill, you're then going to choose a niche. So for me, my ideal clients are creators selling info products already, the 5 to 20k per month sort of range. And like I say, I aim for people who are already selling info products because they're a lot easier to sell because they're already selling something. They understand that they can make money from their audience, but they're just not maximizing how much they're making. So it's a lot easier to come to these people and say, okay, you're making X amount a month with this system. Let me show you how I'd improve it. And then I would do that for them and scale them up and then just take a percent and take a setup fee. Where would I find them? I would find them on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, X, literally all these different platforms. There's so much more popping up as well. There's so much different unique ideas. You could use Telegram, Discord, and things like that to find people. But you just got to find something that's kind of unique to you, that's going to work, where you can actually outreach. And again, that might not be for growth operating. That could be for copywriting or whatever other niche or skill you want to use. But I think that's pretty much it for that. You've chosen a niche. Now it's time to sort of get the mindset ready before you find some clients. So the importance of clarity, don't try to do everything. Go deep, not wide. Don't be trying to do all these millions of different skills. Stick to one. Growth operating is a little bit of a different one because you are skill stacking. Like for me, I'm not copywriting. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm stacking all these skills to perform a full service someone A to Z. If I partner with a creator, I'm doing everything. I'm building out the VSLs. I'm writing the scripts. I'm setting up the funnels. I'm literally stacking skills. So although like kind of the gurus try to tell you different, I do say growth operating is a little bit more of an experienced role. You need to have kind of built up a little bit of knowledge in the online realm before even stepping foot into this. So if you wanted to focus on something else in the meantime, for example, a good starting point would be learning to copyright or learn to do sales for someone else's offer, and then transitioning into growth operating down the line. However you want to do it, but basically don't try to do everything at once. Go deep, not wide. And then finally, consistency is better than perfection. Daily outreach and refinement are key. Don't try and craft this incredible message that you're going to send once a day, maybe 2 weeks down the line once it's made. Just start now. You might get poor replies, poor sort of open rates, but you're experiencing, you're finding out what works, what doesn't work. Chances are most things won't work at the beginning, but then you know not to do them again and you can try new things rather than crafting some insane message, getting to 2 weeks down the line and it might not even work anywhere. You're better off just starting today and being consistent with it. Don't focus on perfection. It's not going to work. It never ever is. Then nail your offer. What is your USP, your unique selling point? This is sort of the time you have to figure that out. You want to solve one specific problem, solve one big problem, not multiple small ones, have more impact. So for me, one example of this would be I'll improve your landing page conversion rates, which is a big problem. You know, if they've got a very, very small conversion rate, literally increasing the rate by 1% or 0.5% could be the difference in thousands and thousands and thousands on missed revenue. Let's optimize your course funnel to add X to your revenue, another example as well. But again, just moving the needle by 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever it might be, could be the difference in thousands or tens of thousands of revenue for some of these creators. So it's a massive problem. What I don't want to do is jump in and tell them I'm going to solve this and this and this and this, all these little tiny problems I can help them fix, because then not only it doesn't seem as big of a problem, but it also doesn't make me feel like an expert because I'm telling them I can do all these different things. If I come in with one certain bit of advice from my expertise that, you know, I'm a landing page professional, whatever you want to call it, I can help you take your conversion rate from this to this or you don't pay me, then they know that I'm an expert in that field and I'm going to get them results or they don't pay, so there's no risk. There's so much higher chance of them saying yes, and then obviously once they say yes, we get into a partnership deal. I can then look at solving the smaller problems as well. But at the beginning, focus on that one big problem and refine your offer around that. Then how to research pain points. So there's different ways to do this. You can analyze comments on relevant YouTube channels. So for me, I could go find, you know, different sort of creators and analyze them, you know, within my niche, within the niche that I'm doing growth operating for. Find the top creators in that field, scroll through the comments, or you can do the same thing on Reddit or X or whatever, but scroll through the comments, see how people are reacting. You know, if they've got any issues that they're asking for videos on, they're asking for help on, I'm going to find them pain points straight in there. Again, like I said, for Reddit and X, exact same thing. And finally, Facebook groups or on X as well, on like a creators page on X. Same thing, just analyze, scroll through, and you'll find these pain points sort of hiding in plain sight. Another one as well, ChatGPT has just launched kind of a live sort of browsing feature, so you can literally search up on the internet right now, same as Perplexity and things like that. So that one's really beneficial as well. You can literally ask it for pain points, like ask it for the top 10 most asked questions within this niche, and it'll give you sort of live replies from right now, the biggest pain points, and that's a good way to research as well. But I would definitely still recommend diving in, doing your own research on actual live social media platforms right now that you can see and browse yourself. But either way, there's so many different ways to sort of research pain points and then find what your offer is going to be. And then finally, get to the point where you're crafting the offer. Focus on measurable outcomes, so you're increasing in conversions, boosting revenue. Like you say, things like this, I'll improve your landing page conversion rates, because doing this, they can actually see the results. If it's something that's not actual numbers, it's not measurable, you can't prove that you've helped them with anything. They might see the revenue increase, but that could be this that they started doing. It could be this new video they've posted. You want to show them that you're going to increase the conversion rate, because on Friday, the conversion rate was 1%. You know, 2 weeks down the line, the conversion rate was 3%. That's a visual difference. They can see it, they can measure it, and you've proven your results. Then you want to mention guarantees, if applicable. Obviously, if you can't offer guarantees, then fair enough. But it's the best thing, because it turns the offer into pretty much a no-brainer offer. If I don't improve X, you don't pay. Why would they not work with you to improve their landing page conversion rates if they don't have to pay if you don't do it? Because if they do get the success, you do it for them, that might take their monthly rev from, you know, 10k to 12k. Obviously, just a daft example, but if that takes them from 10k to 12k and they only have to pay you, you know, 1k and then like a split going forward, and it's guaranteed that if you don't get them the results, they don't pay, there is no risk at all. Because if they don't go from 10k to 12k, they don't make the extra 2k per month, per week, whatever it might be, then they're paying you 0. And you might have still got them an extra 1k, but you're not getting paid for that. So they're winning no matter what. And if they don't win at all, they don't pay. So there's no loss. No matter what, there's no losses. Because if you increase them by 2k and they pay you 1k, they're still profiting by 1k. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, guarantees literally make the offer a no-brainer. So you're going to close so much more. The next goal is to build social proof fast. You're going to build social proof as fast as possible. If you've been doing this for like a year and you have no testimonials, case studies and things like that, people aren't going to trust you. Why haven't you got any? So the best thing is to build social proof fast, because you can say, I started doing this as like an offer this long ago and I've already built up this, and this. It just creates so much more trust. Some ways to do this. Firstly, we've got leverage free or mock work to build credibility. So your offer could be, I'll work for free for 7 days, and if you see results, then we can talk about long-term partnership. You even back that up and just be like, I don't even want you to pay me. I don't like to jump into sort of paid partnerships when I don't actually know if this person trusts me. I don't know if they want to work with me. What I prefer to do is work for free. I will never want to work with someone who doesn't want to work with me. So I'm going to work for free for 7 days. And then after that, I'm going to have a conversation with you. If you want to take it further, we can. If not, we've got separate ways, no worries at all. And that just puts the ball in their court. And obviously, again, it's free, so why wouldn't they do it? Next, you can also create mock results for certain niches. So an example could be course creators, coaches, things like that. And just mock it up, make some examples. Use obviously different editing softwares, Canva, Figma, Photoshop, whatever you're going to use. But just actually create some results. Build a landing page, for example. You could do a Loom and build a landing page for a certain person and show them it. Even if you're not actually going to do it for them, you've still built it. You've still made like kind of a mock product, I would say. Case study formula. Problem. So you're going to identify a typical pain point. So that could be a low webinar conversion rate. Again, obviously remember, these pain points you're going to get in the previous step from the research on YouTube X, ChatGPT, whatever you're going to use. The strategy, outline a basic solution. So an example would be tweaking the funnel to optimize upsells. And then finally, the result, highlight potential outcomes. So an example would be projected a 25% revenue increase. Having that partnered with what I'm going to show you next is crazy good. It will always perform. It performs now, and I think it always will. It's a no-brainer. And like I say, guarantees just go crazy. So if you project 25% revenue increase, but you also offer a no-risk deal, only pay. So we're going to project a 25% revenue increase, but the deal is you only pay if I deliver a 15% increase. So obviously that's the lower end because you're aiming for 25% plus. You're expecting that. But if you don't make them anything above 15%, they don't pay at all. Again, no-brainer, no risk. Makes no sense not to take you up on that. And as well as that, not only do you have to get them 15%, you're projecting 25%. So the sort of results that they're expecting is even higher. So again, yeah, no-brainer offers and guarantees make so much sense. Send them emails, give them free value as much as you can. You know, this could be daily, a couple of days in between, a weekly, whatever it might be. And then content that educates, entertains, and builds trust. Organic is always the best. Warmest leads are the best. And the more they see and hear from you, it's obviously just touch points. You know, touch them in as many places and ways as possible. And that'll just finally get them to push over the edge and close the deal. That's kind of everything. You've built up the social proof. Now it's the outreach strategy. So how are you actually going to reach out to these people and get in touch with them? My way that I preach, always have preached, always will preach, is the biggest one for me is personal branding. I'm not going to go through this too much on here, but personal branding and ads are the biggest ways. But you're starting off with no income, you've got no personal brand. How do you start on day one? Here's how I would do it. So you've got the DM framework, you know, acknowledge. So, hey, saw your post about X pain point. Then give them a compliment. Love how you, whatever it might be in their content. And then finally the ask, would you be open to discussing how I can help you get to this certain outcome that they want? Loom framework. So obviously if they're open to this or if they're not, you know, there's two different ways. So you can do this and just get them straight on a call. I would maybe change the ask a little bit to tell them that, would you be open to me sending you a quick video explaining how I can help you with this? And that's how this Loom framework is. So I loved your recent webinar on topic. Obviously you could change this for post or video or whatever it might be. I've worked with X people or small creators, or obviously this just depends if you've got case studies already. If not, you can just change the wording. But I've worked with X person to improve their certain metric, you know, landing page conversion rates, whatever it might be. Educate. Here's one thing I'd tweak on your landing page to drive more sales. You can send them the Loom video at this point. Finally, would you be open to a quick call? I can share some more ideas, giving you an actual personal step-by-step action plan. And obviously at that point, that is the sales call where you're going to actually pitch on the long-term deal. Volume, the outreach volume, you're going to like kind of aim to send 20 to 30 personalized messages daily. People send a lot more than this. It's not hard, but personalizing them is the hardest bit. I would focus on sending 20 personalized messages over 100 copy and paste messages any day of the week. So make sure you personalize them and just send as many as you can. Focus on platforms like Instagram DMs, X, or email. I would just pick a platform and stick to it. The easiest one and the most likely to be seen one is Instagram. That does mean it's a little bit more saturated, if you want to call it that. But I think it's the best chance of getting a response. So especially at the beginning, me personally, I would focus on Instagram and I'd maybe send a few emails as well. But that just depends. If you've already got like a personal brand built up on X, for example, then you might choose that to use a little bit more often. It just differentiates between person by person. And finally, like I mentioned at the start, run ads. This would be an unreal combination if you just start building your personal brand. Obviously, you're not going to get tons of views, but just make the videos so you have a bit of a portfolio. Get your Instagram set up. Build a survey and a funnel on Go High Level. Record a shot for yourself landing page, and then have a book a call calendar at the bottom. So you can do this organically through your personal brand, but then you're also going to run ads straight to this page, or you can even do a form to this page. How are you going to do it? But you're going to use your personal brand and ManyChat to promote this, and then also run ads. Obviously, this is if you've got a little bit more of a budget, but you can literally run this at $10, $20 per day if you want to. And this just allows people to come to you. You have so much more leverage. I have a whole video going through the ads and personal brand side of growth operating, because that's kind of the way I preach, just because there's so many people doing cold outreach now. And I just think warm leads are so much better. So focus on running ads and building a personal brand. But day one, you're not going to get, unreal amount of leads, warm leads from that. So from day one, on the side of building your personal brand, I would be sending the DMs, sending the looms, and just sending it, 20 to 30 times per day. Now, deliver results and scale. You've got your client, you've used whatever method you've used. Personally, I would use everything. You've got no excuse. If you're starting from zero, you try to get to 10k per month, you're not going to get there by half-assing it, not putting the work in. So I would tick every one of these boxes. And let me also, obviously I don't really want to write a step-by-step for personal brand because it's exactly the same as running ads. But let me add that in as well. You should be completing every single one of these day by day, sending DMs, sending looms, doing it 20 to 30 times. And on the back end, you should also be recording videos while you're doing this and running video ads, image ads. You could literally have like 3 creatives in one campaign, in one ad set. It's very simple, but I'm going to go over the sort of strategy for the ads in a different video. But it's a very simple process. You can run this on a low budget whilst doing these cold outreach tactics as well. And then you're guaranteed you're eventually going to land a client. Then, step 5, deliver results and scale. You've got your client on board. Over deliver for referrals. Your first client, they should be thinking that what they're paying you, like they shouldn't be getting a service that they're getting. They should be getting so much less just because you want to over deliver so much. Exceed expectations for initial clients, and that's going to create a snowball effect. 1, they're going to share it anyway, but 2, you can ask for testimonials and referrals after delivering these sort of expectational results, whatever you want to call it. And then next, you build scalable systems. So you've got these crazy results for your first client. You've got this snowball effect going by asking for testimonials, case studies, referrals, whatever it is. You've got them exceptional results. They've built up an incredible business. You're getting X amount per month and a setup fee. Now you've got more time in your hands. You've worked with them. Obviously, you can still be doing things on the back end, but you're not going to be delivering as much for them. So now it's time to build a system and automate all the processes. So create SOPs for repetitive tasks. So that could be onboarding, reporting, just different tasks, building automations, then go high level, things like that. Like it says, use tools like GHL and or Slack and things for client management. You want to get all these systems in place, ready to turn one client into a client flywheel. So repurpose results into content for outreach. So an example could be a mini case study that could be on TikTok, Instagram. You'd also get the person in real life to do a video with you. So you can meet with this client and get them to record a video with you, which could be an actual case study. If not, jump on Zoom. You could do it on there as well, and just publish it on YouTube. Might not do incredible for the algorithm, but having that on your portfolio, on your page, is incredible. If future clients are looking on your page, they see a case study. It might be titled, how I helped John get to $33,492 in our first month working together. If they see that and you've outreached to them, they're going to be like, oh, that's interesting. I'm going to work with them as well because I might get these results. So having that first client is so beneficial. Use social proof to raise your rates and attract bigger clients. So once you've done this, obviously you might do no setup fee or a very small setup fee to start with. You could be doing a lower sort of monthly rate or percentage of split revenue. But after you've sort of build the client flywheel, you've got 1, 2, 3 clients on board. You can then increase your rates, increase your revenue share, attract much bigger clients, much more revenue generating clients. And finally, build your personal brand around your clients, proof, and your results as well. So this is the full process, sort of A to Z, how I would go from 0 to 10k per month. It seems pretty simple on here. I promise you it's not as simple as it looks. I don't like people sort of, selling a lie, selling a dream. But if you break it down and you actually look at each step by step, it does make sense. You define your game plan at day one. You're going to figure out exactly what you're going to do. You're going to find what your offer is going to be. What is your unique selling point? Build social proof fast. Figure out your outreach strategy. For me, your outreach strategy should be all of the above, but people are different. We'll see how you go with that. Then deliver results and scale. So if you really get started, here's the thing. No matter where you're starting, the steps I shared today aren't just theory. They're exactly how I would do it if I had to restart from 0. Whether you're brand new or you might have tried this before, this process works if you stay consistent and focus on delivering value. If you're not going to be able to do that, I wouldn't even try, to be honest, because this is something that is going to take a lot of effort and you are going to have to stay consistent. But to be fair, I do know what it feels like to be overwhelmed, like you don't know where to start. And that's why I created Operator Labs, to give you all the tools, templates, and support that you need to land your first clients and scale to 10k per month faster than ever. However, like I said, this isn't a sales pitch. You don't need it. You can definitely learn from YouTube, and you will get there eventually if you put the work in. But if you do want to jump in, inside Operator Labs, you get all of our done-for-you systems, outreach scripts, access to my community of growth operators, keep you on track. You're also going to get free Go High Level, which is worth like $497 per month, which is quite crazy, but we're giving you that for free. It's quite a mad offer, to be honest. But if you are serious about starting or scaling your business as a growth operator, click the link below and join us today. But again, if not, don't worry at all. There's definitely enough education out there to get you to these steps without paying anything. All these gurus are going to tell you different, but you can definitely get there with enough time without investing much at all. But if you do want to sort of shortcut that without getting some sort of $5,000 mentorship, which is something I do not offer, what I do offer is a low-ticket community with a 7-day free trial. So you're going to jump in and you didn't like it, you wanted to leave, feel free. I am not too bothered. But for them 7 days, you're going to be able to try out all of our pre-made scripts, templates, our free Go High Level account. We're going to give you our snapshot with our funnels, automations, all things like that. So just join up, try it out, and then if you want to leave before the 7 days end, so you don't have to pay anything, you can do that. That's absolutely fine by me. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time to start is right now. So take that step and get started with signing your first client today. And that's everything. So I appreciate you watching. I'm going to record some more videos, so make sure you subscribe and like. Comment below if you want to see anything else specific. But yeah, I'll get back with more videos. We're going to be posting sort of 2-3 videos a week, hopefully. And yeah, that's everything. So appreciate it. Peace.